Yo, what is up guys? Today we're going to be playing some more Doomspire Brickbattle. And before I start, I wanted to say thank you for everybody who has invited me to their VIP server. If I ever see somebody on their VIP server when they invited me, maybe I'll stop by. But, on to the video. We're going to be doing all the tricks, easy to hard, and how to do them, and basically how to become good at this game. If you don't know how to do any of the tricks, this game is not, I don't want to say not fun, but it's not as fun as if you would know every single possible trick and how to do everything in the game. But, yeah guys, so basically how this video is going to go out is I'm going to be showing I'm going to be doing the trick, and then I'm going to show some examples where doing the trick will be helpful and useful, and then I'm going to rate the trick out of 10 on like how good it is, like if you should use it or not. Oh, also guys, I'm gonna also be rating it out of 10 in terms of difficulty. Forgot to say that. And basically stuff like that. But yeah, let's go. So on to the first trick. It is sword lunging. Sword lunging is probably the most important. I don't even know if you can call it a trick in Doomspire Brickbattle. If you jump and double click your sword at the same time, then you will go higher in the air, and it's much higher than jumping regularly. As you see, I cannot get up here, but if I do this, I can. It is really helpful to get up jumps that you cannot jump up normally. And some uses for this are, of course, if your base is broken like this, say you're here, you can just do that rather than having to go up the ladder right here. It's much quicker, saves a lot of time, and it's really easy to do. So guys, the sword lunge overall, in terms of difficulty, it is definitely a 1. This is the easiest thing in the game. It's just simply jumping and double clicking. That's all you gotta do. Every single person should be able to do this within seconds of trying it. In terms of usefulness, definitely I'd say 9 or 10. So do it a 9.5 because there's so many uses. It helps you get up your base easier. It helps you get up higher jumps. It helps you basically do anything that you need a little boost for. The sword lunge is your go-to. So yeah, on to the next one. The next trick I'm going to be showing is bomb jumping. Bomb jumping also is extremely easy, and a lot of new players do not know about this, basically. It's a really useful trick, and basically all it is holding a bomb, jumping, and clicking at the same time. You see, I just jumped really high. That's actually the next trick, but bomb jumping is another very, very useful thing. I use this every game, and it is really helpful. So some uses for the bomb jump would be getting from the bottom of your base to the top very quickly. So if we do this and then do a sword lunge, we're here already within seconds, and it would take noobs would have to go all the way up the stairs and go up the ladder just to get to the top, and we got up there in like 3 seconds. It is really useful. There's too many things to list on how good this bomb jump is. You guys could see we just cleared the entire tower in seconds. It's also really good, say if you're PvPing somebody and they're coming at you, you could just simply just kind of do this. They won't know where you are, and you could just land on them and kill them. So guys, it is rating time. So this trick is extremely easy. It's definitely a 1 in terms of difficulty. All you're doing is jumping and clicking, arguably easier than the sword jump. But yeah, in terms of usefulness, this is a solid 10. I use this every game, like I said, and it is extremely useful. There's a lot of good things about the bomb jump. Sometimes you go higher than usual, sometimes you go lower. I don't really know why. But yeah, guys, let's go on to the next trick. So the next trick is bomb launching. Bomb launching is another way to propel yourself with the bomb. You're basically timing the explosion, and you're going to jump right before it explodes, and then you are going to go. You're gonna go flying. So let's let the Bacon Man demonstrate this one. Alright, there you guys go. Now I'm gonna demonstrate it. You just want to jump right before it explodes, and you will go flying. It is really good to get across bases. This is another one, though, where if you practice it more, you'll get a lot better at it. It may seem hard first trying to do it. You'll kind of know about how far to stand away, how far to jump, to get the perfect distance to get to where you're going. This is also really good if you are about to destroy a base. Alright, as you guys can see here, I'm going to destroy this base and go to the next base. See? Destroyed that base, and we're already set to destroy the next one. This is my base, though, but normally you would go to another base. So guys, on the difficulty scale, I would give this one maybe a 3. It is a little bit hard doing the timing, but once you have the timing done, it's really easy to do. Not hard at all. On usefulness, definitely, guys, this one is a solid 10. The easier tricks, guys, are very useful. This one is definitely a 10. It is extremely useful, especially for speed runs. You're going to need to learn how to perfect the bomb launch. But yeah, guys, let's go on to the next trick. Alright, guys, so the next trick we're going to learn is wall saving. Before I explain this trick, I basically want to say I'd suggest not to skip around the video and try to skip to the hard tricks automatically. I'd make sure that you have perfected the first tricks because they kind of add on. This is a very good example because wall saving, I'll do a quick example and then talk about it. So, say I bomb jump and I can't go anywhere. This is a wall save. Basically, you want to pretend that this entire ground at the bottom of the tower, you want to pretend that there's like a floor there. Even though there's not and you can fall through the floor and die, you can still click here and place an object. Just look basically exactly where the tower ends and think that if you click there, that's where you're gonna place a wall. So this is also a very useful trick. But yeah, let's go back to the top. Bomb jump back up. This trick is not really a trick that you want to happen. It's kind of a thing where if it does happen, you at least know what to do instead of dying, rather than just straight falling through the void and dying. This is what happens in case of accidents. The better you will become at this game, the less you have to use this trick. I don't really use the wall save that often. I did whenever I was a noob, though. As you guys can see, I over bomb jumped, and you just kind of click on the floor and try to land on it. Sword lunge to slow your fall, and you'll be set. So, in terms of usefulness, I will give this one a 6 out of 10. As you become really good, you don't really need wall saves. Here and there you'll have an error, and you at least want to know how to save yourself. Here and there you'll have an error, but most of the time, if you're very good, you don't need the wall save. In terms of difficulty, I'll give this one a 4. It does take a while. Now I'll give this one a 5, actually, because a lot of people I know cannot do it. I perfected it pretty easily. But yeah, a lot of people are not good with trying to land on a wall. That was close right there. But yeah, guys, let's go on to the next trick. Alright, guys, so the next trick that we're going to do is rocket jumping. This one is a little bit harder compared to the other tricks. I'll give an example and then I'll talk about it. There we go. That was a rocket jump right there. It is basically whenever you're in the air, whenever you're still propelling upwards right before you're going downwards, you want to shoot a rocket downwards, and then you want to try to bounce and land and jump on that rocket. basically just hold space and land on the rocket, and you'll get boosted in the air. Sometimes you go higher than others, sometimes you do not. There we go, guys. That was kind of a mix. That was a rocket jump, bomb launch, and a wall save. But yeah, let's try it again. There we go. Oh, gotta save ourselves again. There we go. So rating though, in terms of usefulness, I'll give this one like a 3. It's not very useful. It is a really cool trick to perfect, but it is not very useful. In terms of difficulty, I'd say that it's like a 5. It's not the most difficult thing ever, but then again, like it's not helpful. But I just wanted to show you guys that you can do it. There we go. Some examples of this would be, say, if I was bomb launching to green, and I couldn't make it far enough, I could do this rocket jump, and I can make it. But then again, you will see alternatives later in the video. But yeah, guys, on to the next trick.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Alright, guys, the next trick that we're going to do is rocket blasting. Not really sure if that's kind of the official name, I guess, for it, but this one is also using the rocket to propel yourself. So let's try to do it now. There we go. It is pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. And I think I've done this successfully maybe once in a game, beside like VIP servers, like in a public game. Basically, whenever you're about to fall, you want to shoot a rocket, and then you want to try to jump, and then have the rocket hit like right below you, and then you boost up in the air. This one is really hard to master, and I still do not exactly have it mastered. Sometimes whenever you bomb launch, not that high, you can't really do it, because you need to get at least some height to actually do it. He tried it and failed because he's a big noob. But, yeah, guys, in terms of difficulty, I'd say this one is like a 6 or 7. I'd say 7. In terms of usefulness, I'd say like 2. I'd say 1. You don't need to use this trick at all to get good, really. It's just a neat thing to, you know, show your friends in a VIP server. Get epic kills like that. And, yeah, guys, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. But, yeah, let's go on to the next trick. Alright, so guys, the next trick is going to be Super Ball and slingshot jumping. I figured I'd kind of put them together. So basically, you may have seen me do it a few times throughout the video, doing something like that, bouncing off it with the Super Ball. Basically, whenever you're just about to fall, you want to, I do it in shift lock, basically click below you. Oh my god, I died. But basically click on the ground with the Super Ball. I have a video dedicated to this, actually. It's like, G-Fink the owner, he made a YouTube video doing this trick. And I practiced it, and I got kind of good at it. But, basically, instead of doing either a Super Ball or a slingshot jump, I like to alternate. Basically doing something like this. Because the cooldown for the Super Ball is about like a second or 2. So you cannot just do straight Super Ball jumps, as there is a cooldown. So if you alternate them, it is easier. You can do straight slingshot jumping that way, but I don't find it, I find it easier to alternate, as this one is easier to do because it's bigger. But, yeah, guys, this one did take me a lot, and I will link the video in the description for how to do this, for a more in-depth tutorial. But once you do get it good, it is really, really useful, and I do use this in a lot of games if I were to say if I were to miss the bomb launch, I could just simply just do that to help me. Sometimes it doesn't work, but yeah, if I really wanted to, I could just do this. Oh, I missed. That was a fail. There we go. We well saved. There we go. But yeah, guys, for a more in-depth tutorial, I'll put the link in the description for the video. But in terms of difficulty, I'll give this one an 8. It did take me a little bit to master, and I'm still not the best at it. In terms of usefulness, for this one, I'll give it a 7, because I do use this in most of my games, and it is really helpful. Alright guys, so that pretty much concludes the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. So basically, I've taught you guys all the individual tricks, but like I said, you can combine a lot of the tricks. It's really easy. I definitely suggest practicing in a VIP server. It's really fun. VIP servers on this game are also like 10 Robux, so it's pretty cheap, and it's a good way to basically practice a lot of the tricks. So yeah, guys, he's super slingshot jumping. I don't really like slingshot jumping that much. It's not really useful. I don't know. I kind of suck at it, but I like to do the alternate way like that. Oh, I failed. Alright guys, but that is pretty much the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more amazing videos. Check out my Discord server, link in the description below, along with my fan groups and fan shirts. They're amazing. Hope you guys did enjoy. And peace.